fantastic Tuesday. Feels like should be much later than Tuesday. I have this frame from my chalk site. It's called an everyday frame. It is a new surface on my site that you can grab at an extra 25% off now through October 29th. So you have some time. But we're going to do a design on this. I have not done something on in a chalkboard in a while. So I have a couple designs. My Tiffany lunch came today. So we're going to play with it. We're going to start with this. It says, oh, what fun. This one is actually a 9x9. I think it's a size F. They call this in a size F, but it's a square 9x9. If you're new to my page, which a lot of you are, this is a reusable silkscreen transfer. You can use it over and over and over again, as long as you take good care of it. One of the ways to do that is you're just gonna add a little bit of lint to the back the first couple times you use it, and especially every time you use it on a non-porous surface like metal and glass and a chalkboard and all the things. So I'm just gonna put it on my fuzz cloth. You can totally use a low lint tea towel, something like that. You can use your shirt if you want. I'm just going to add some fuzz to it so it doesn't over stick. You don't want it to stretch when it pulls up. So this is brand new. Haven't used it yet, so we're going to do that. Let me know what you guys are up to today. I had school, of course. And in Texas, you know, I don't know if you guys have this where you are, but what's interesting about the weather in Texas is that in the mornings, apparently now, it was almost 40 degrees this morning, but now on my way home from work, it was like 87. So I don't know. To me, that means it's sweater weather. We have a huge temperature shift a lot of days. So it's mostly at least 20 degrees, I would say, on average. This is just my, you know, I'm not a meteorologist, but we usually have big temperature shifts throughout the day. So I dress for the morning. I dress for the coldest part of the day. And then if I'm warm for a couple of hours, it's not a big deal. That's how I do it. But, you know, you do you. All right, let's see who's here. So what you want to do is make sure you get your air bubbles out, okay? And on this surface, if you don't and you make a mistake, you're going to be able to change it up. So what's awesome is this is a great beginner surface for you, especially if you've never done this before or if you're just learning. There's a short learning curve, you guys, very short. Get yourself a chalkboard, get yourself a transfer. This is 9x12, so any of the size B's will work. We are at Turkey Run for R&R. What's R&R? Cindy, that's fun. Are you running? Good for you. 47 in the mornings and it's 87. Yes, Genia, you're right. Hi, Lena and Marianne. I received my orders today. Yay. Did you match them up? This time they should work, Marianne. This time it should work. Oh, Wendy, you're at work. I'm so sorry. Hi, Susan. How are you? Hi, Marcia and Maud. Hello, Maud. Hi, Janet. I'm doing okay. Thank you. And Mary Hardy. And I'm just seeing, and Terry's here. Amanda, hello. Charlotte Zepp, I've had a good Tuesday. Can't complain. Oh, for R&R, like a Turkey Run for rest. Maybe I did not we are at Turkey Run. Oh, is Turkey Run like a, what is Turkey Run? To me, that means you're doing a race. Sorry. Okay, we are going to do our letters in bright white. Hang on, I don't think I need a brand new one. We're going to do our letters in bright white, and I think I'm going to do the stars in ocean mist. I have some fun colors going on here today. Winter colors is what I went with. I'm going to do my ocean mist, which is my absolute favorite color chalk paste probably of all time, maybe. You can use it, I feel like you can use it all year round, so I don't know, it's hard to pick. Because really, that's not true. I'm going to say second. My first was the color Home, which you guys may remember, maybe not if you're new. It was a color of the month a little while back, and it was the perfect navy blue. And I'm a blue girl, so that's why. So what you want to do when you're using more than one color, what I suggest is chalk one color, or at least one area. Lift your transfer just a little bit, just to release that paste from the silkscreen so it doesn't dry in the silkscreen. Okay, it's not an open stencil, it's a silkscreen. So then just rub back where you still need to chalk. So that way you're going to get your clean lines again. And then the rest we're going to do in bright white. Oh, it's a state park. Well, that's fun. Well, I'm glad you're getting rest and relaxation, because that's about what I'm going to do after this. Even though this for me is restful, I do stand the whole time. So I am looking forward to a little mental downtime. All right, let's get this pressed in. I'm not thrilled about it being colder, by the way. Do any of you like the cold? This morning I was like, ugh, it starts. And not only is it colder in the mornings, you know, it's darker now. Gosh, we're going to blink and it's going to be, it ain't going to be pretty. How about that? I just hate it when it's dark all the time. And we're going to fall back, which is my favorite, actually. Anyone looking forward to falling back? I know I am. Okay, so you're going to press your white paste in, and then you're just going to lift this whole thing up, okay? Perfect. All right, and then you're going to clean that with water and a board eraser. Falling back is happening in what, 2 weeks? I think it's the weekend after Halloween. Or is it the weekend of Halloween? I don't even know. Okay, so here we are so far. We've got our Oh What Fun. Hi, Patricia. And let me just dry this here at the bottom. Because we're going to put something here at the bottom. And I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so we're going to use, I like to use more than one transfer, you guys. It's the way I work. The weekend of Halloween. Okay, thank you, Maud. Okay, we're going to use this Mary Mouse transfer, which I have not used yet, and I'm looking forward to using. So what I'm going to do is take my transfer trimmers, and I'm going to lift my transfer, and then I'm just going to separate the mice. Okay, there's these little cut lines. I don't really need that one right now. There's a few I want to use, 2 for sure. And these little mouse are so cute. You know what, to be honest, what I've been looking at for this transfer, I haven't done it yet because I don't have time. But for some reason, these mice, it makes me want to make a clock. Like Hickory Dickory Dock. You guys, I don't know. I like to have a theme, and these mice make me want to make a clock with my laser and then have them like all over like a grandfather clock. Wouldn't that be cute? I may work on it if I get time, but I don't know if I'm going to get to. I just think it would be adorable. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. I think it would be really cute. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, sprinkling. Hi, Jen and Vicky. Hi, Cheryl. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. Sorry I missed your comment. Marcia likes cool weather. Amanda says November 2nd. Perfect. Okay. Yay. Well, then it's coming up. Not too much longer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take, well, I for sure want the snowman. I'm just not sure what layout I want to do. We're going to use the little mouse building the snowman and definitely the little mouse on the sled. Wouldn't that be so cute, Vicki? I'm going to have to just see. I'm going to have to play with it if I have a minute. Recently there's two places that I get just lost in the time, and then I'm so tired. Is number one, running the laser and cutting things for you, because I'll go, oh, I'm just going to cut one order and then I'll run in, or it won't take long, and then I'm out there fiddle-faddling for so long. I don't like the cold or the dark. Thank you, Janet. You are my friend. Cold, dark, not good. Anyhow, and then the other thing is I'll get my computer out and I start playing with the program that works with my laser, and I try to, create things that are different, not just the cutouts, but things that bring me joy is what I like to do. So can you imagine if I wasn't teaching? I would live in the garage. Hi, Christy McKinney. How are you? All right, so I am just, while we're chatting, I was just, what was I doing? I was fuzzing the transfers and chatting with you. Okay, this guy, I just want to see what there's room for. Well, see, there could be room for these two for sure. But then I really wanted this guy, but I don't know if it's going to look right. I wanted it to look staggered, but this isn't going to look right if I... Let's see. If I put him there... I'm trying to think if I layer it. I need 3 small ones is what I need. But I really love the sled, you guys, and the snowmen. Okay, let me think about this. We're going to put the sled way over. We're going to... Should we cut off the mouse's tail? That'll do it. If we do the sled kind of behind, we could put this guy right there. And then this guy right here. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. So we're going to lift that up. And I'm going to lift up the sled for now. And this is where the snowman is going to go. Okay, I got a plan. Yeah, I could. The flat rate shipping on your... Cindy, the post that I made I corrected it later in the afternoon. I apologize for it to be a little confusing. If you look in the VIP group, I did correct the promotion that I have going on right now. So if you look at that in the VIP group, it's only, the promotion that I have right now is only for things on my chalk site. That's all I can say right the moment. Or it's not on my Etsy site this week. So every week I do some, I've been trying to do something a little different, some, I don't know, different kinds of giveaway, sale, promotion kind of things in my VIP group. And on Tuesdays, I'm doing something the last couple of Tuesdays. You guys said you liked it last week, so we're doing it again this week. Just check it out. I wrote on the blurb what it's for, and it's only for today only, okay? It's something I'm doing on Tuesdays. So if you want to take advantage of it, just message me what you want. I can't say it on my public page, but check it out and it's there. Hi, Karen. Thanks for the sprinkles. I didn't mean for it to be confusing. I was typing it at school and I wasn't super rushed, but I was a little distracted, and then I didn't put that minor detail in there, and I apologize. Hi, Rochelle. How are you? All right, so we're gonna do an outline here. We're gonna do some painting and then lay our transfers back down. I'm gonna show you how you can do that on a chalkboard also. So I am just cleaning the transfer super quick because we want to add the detail back later, okay? So I wanna get all that. I use Storm chalk paste for this outline. I'm gonna do the same for the other two. You're welcome. Hi, Rochelle. I am good. Thanks for the sprinkle, Karen. You're the best. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate it. Can you angle the big one? Yeah, I was thinking about angling this, but it's not going to really look right, I don't think. It's too crammed in, so I'm just doing it this way. I'm just doing it this way. So I think with this, okay, I'm going to have this in front of that. Okay, so there are two little snowflakes on this one with the mouse on the sled. I'm going to avoid those for this moment. And then we'll decide what we're going to do when we put our details back on. So you definitely want to use a different color than your background, a lighter color than your background when you're doing an outline. I like to use Storm, but you can use bright white or whatever you like, okay? And then we're going to do this other one over here, we decided. Is that what I decided? I feel like now he's too big. Let me just see. Oh, this will be cute, I think. Or, oh, I just skipped that altogether for some reason. Okay, now the question is, do we want this mouse in the front of him or in the back of him? Good question. I think he's going to be in the back. So we're going to avoid I'm just sort of talking to myself, but I'm going to show you what I did here. I basically avoided around this mouse down here, the ears, so that I could make this mouse look like he's behind him. So when I show it to you, that's what I was going for. Oh, really? Oh, that'll be so cute for the PJs. You mean the mice? That's good. I love that. Oh, that's awesome, Jen. Tell me all the things that was in it. Yes, Cheryl. Well, see, you just got a message now. You said VIP, so now you know. You got the message. It's my same name. It just Runner Girl Designs VIP. I did not, I didn't make it too creative because I think it's just harder for people to find. Yeah, tell us all the things. So Jen is a newish designer on my team. And she completed tier 1. And there's some criteria there. I don't have it all memorized. But if you sell so much or spend so much, I believe you earn a bunch of free stuff. And when you get to tier 3, you earn a lot of free stuff. It's pretty cool. And that's whether you sell the product or you join as a hobbyist. you get some cool, fun things as you progress in your, I think there are 3 tiers. It's very cool. Okay, I've got my transfers clean so that when we're ready, we can just put our stuff down. These would be cute for little ones in there. Oh my goodness, I think my dog's gonna bark. Hang on. I heard someone tap on my window, which is weird. People don't usually do that here. Probably we just had a package dropped off. Okay, so we're gonna do a little painting. This is the outline. We have our outline. I said I was gonna show you my mice. Okay, so this mouse right here, I didn't chalk over the ear, so it looks like he's tucked behind. Okay, that's how I did it. Let me just make sure this is good and dry. Now, we can make our mice any color we like. I actually was just going to have them in storm color to make life easy, okay? And I just grabbed a little pink for the inside of their ears. Hi, Linda and Kathy. So why don't I do that first? You could always mix, if you don't have a pink, you could always mix a little red and white. I would say start with white and add the smallest amount of red possible. Now you could make your mice brown, that would be pretty. I think I actually put bark in the thing. So I don't know. Should we make them different colors? Should we make them all the same colors? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should they all be, I was going to do them all gray storm. Or should we do one brown, one gray, one white? What do you guys think? I'm going to do the insides of the ears. This little tiny bit of pink. And maybe their noses. With a little tiny bit of pink. Just a small dab. And probably their tails, right? Yay, Rochelle! That's awesome. I'm telling you guys, I gotta give my mail carrier, I'm probably gonna give her a gift for Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas because every day, almost every day, because you guys are so amazing and you're always shopping on my Etsy site for cutouts and different things, I can schedule my package pickup, and or I can even just put a note on my mailbox because I've forgotten to schedule it before, and she will pick up all of my packages and all your packages, and I'm going to knock on wood. Not one time has a package been missing or lost or anything. So I'm sure she's scanning it correctly and doing all the things. Like, she is making my life easy. Rochelle said different colors, a little squeegee. Jen said, oh, you're telling us, I forgot why you were typing all that, Jen. There was a lot of things. I'll read it again. Hang on, just give me a second. She got a little squeegee, an ink mat, a multi-tool, fuzzing cloth, 6 packs of sample paste, a mini squeegee, a little stencil in each one, and 3-ounce midnight. That's awesome. That's a nice gift. That is a super nice gift. Yes, the keyword is fun if you want the link to everything I'm using. And really anything related to what I do. Okay, we got our pink done. That was an add-on. That we can do, that will be black. Okay, so now I'm going to do, so Rochelle said a different color for every mouse. She's my only one that I saw a comment for. Because I'm doing that last while you guys decide. I'm going to do his little hat in Ocean Mist. That I'll be able to chalk in Ocean Mist. That we'll do in Ocean Mist. Let's see. We'll do his scarf in Ocean Mist and his sweater in brown. I like blues and browns. You pick the colors you like. Let's see. We'll chalk that. Okay, we need to do his sweater. Jen, I've done projects on glass. I just did that Snoopy one on plastic, which is the same. What is it you're looking for? What is it you want to see in what way on glass, I guess is what I'm saying. It would be the same procedure as a chalkboard, the same procedure as I did this weekend when I did the Stay Cozy Snoopy. That would be the same. I'm making his sweater on this one in bark. I don't know why. Because I did his scarf in blue. Hi, Donna. 2 gray, 1 brown. Oh, that's a good idea. So I should have done him in brown. Well, now his sweater's brown. That's a problem. Okay, we're going to paint this. I like that idea. 2 gray, 1 brown. We're going to make this guy brown. I'm going to change his sweater color. Because I think it'll look better if we spread it out. We'll change his sweater color to gray, maybe. Okay. Now you can get really bright, vibrant colors when you paint on a chalkboard like I'm doing. Sometimes it might take more than 1 coat, so just be patient. But it can be done. I did these chalkboards at school. I did an apple basket for them and I did bright white. It took a little bit of time. But really, 2 coats should be plenty, especially if you don't, what am I doing? Especially if you don't water your paste down very much. You really shouldn't need to water your paste down when you're painting on a chalkboard or glass or anything like that. So just paint right from the jar. Okay, we'll leave the brown. Sounds good, Jen. But I mean, if there's a specific question you have, let me know. Okay, and then we're going to do these 2 in Storm, which basically is just going to cover them up. But that's all right. We're going to get our detail back on in a minute. The key to this, all of this, is just painting inside the outside line. You can use your chalk markers. Don't use paint markers because those will, you know, they'll be permanent on your chalkboard. And the point of a chalkboard with this is to be able to change it up when you're ready. Three of those Tiffany designs already sold out, you guys. They were very popular. The Pining for You, so the pine trees. The candles sold out. And oh, the cheers sold out also. Okay, these two are going to be storms. Get this one too. And then you'll be able to remove this design when the season is over. So you guys know I don't have a lot of room here. I don't have any storage. I have 0 storage is what I have. So we had to get a storage unit, really. Just for like our Christmas stuff and whatnot. All the holiday decorations. Okay, this we're going to paint in. Oh, I do need green. Okay, we're almost done painting. I would like to grab a couple colors that I didn't grab before. Red. We're going to use Candy Apple and Meadow. The brighter the better on a black surface. Okay, I'm going to paint in the sled because you got to have a red sled. In my opinion. We're going to have a red sled. I'm going to do this cup red also. So this one's got like a little cup of cocoa. Okay, we're going to wait for that to dry. And I need a little green, just a tiny bit, teeny tiny bit of green in the holly on the snowman. Such a small amount. Okay, now I'm going to change his sweater also to red, I think. I was going to do everything in like a winter, but you can have red and it not be winter, I guess. I don't know if this part's dry or not. I guess we're about to find out. Now, like I said, you can get very bright colors. You just want to make sure you do a layer of paint, dry it, and then you can do another layer, okay? Thank you, Lena. I mean, what am I doing wrong when I pull up my transfer up and paste blob? Well, you're not getting your air bubbles out most likely. So if you send me a picture, I can help you, but you want to make sure you're getting your air bubbles out first. Use a squeegee to do that. Don't try to do it with your hand. You want to use a squeegee, okay? Because even though you think you're getting the air bubbles out with your hand, a lot of times you're not, okay? And also, what surface are you using? if you're using what's the word? Canvas, you want to make sure you're sanding before you put your transfer down, because canvas is very, very textured. So the smoother the surface, Jen, the better pull you're going to get. All right, I want my red to be a little brighter, so. And then we just got to paint our snowman, and then we can chalk, I think. Then we are ready. So most likely, I'm going to need a couple coats of this white, most likely. But that's all good. You just want to, and then there's snow down here. Like I said, put your paste down, dry it, then you can do another coat. Just have fun with it. I may continue this snow all the way down here. This is just extra. I don't know if I like it or not, but we're doing it. It's something I decided. I don't know if I like that or not. We can always take it off later. All right, let's see. Let's do one more coat of our bright white, because we want our snowmen to be very bright. I'm going to need to go back over that tail because I just covered it up. Make sure when chalking on canvas, Janet just said the same thing. Oh, it was canvas? Yes, so canvas, you want to definitely sand it before you do it. And I would also suggest waxing it too. And then like Jan said, put something underneath it so there's no give to the bottom, whether you fill it with like a towel or I usually fold up my fuzz cloth. But canvas is tricky. It can be. Now I've done it where I haven't sanded it before because I didn't know you could even do that. But if you use a super detailed transfer, it's gonna, you're gonna lose some of the detail. Okay, I'm just noticing I missed his little hand here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wax this. No, we're gonna dry this. You guys, I think it's gonna be cute, Rochelle. Thank you. Thank you. I want to cover up my paste though, so give me just a second to do that. We're going to add all our detail back in. I'm going to need brown still. I'm not going to need white. Oh, I am going to use Ocean Mist again. Don't need Storm. Maybe we'll do a little green, but I do not need white. And I do need an orange nose. Okay, so the key is make sure this is super dry. Janet? Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Jen. To store, it says what, storing, I don't ever store apples in the freezer. I never heard of that. Why are you storing apples in the freezer, my friend? What is that for? Okay, so look, you're on a chalkboard. Ideally, you wouldn't wax this, but I do, okay? Because I want to make sure, thank you, Kathy. What I like to do is wax I'm just careful, okay? So I'm going to wax everywhere that I painted, okay? Ooh, that's a lot of wax. Okay, I'm going to wax where I painted because it can be a little tricky on a chalkboard, your paste pulling up. So I have had good luck with just waxing lightly. I may get a little bit in other spots, but whatever. Okay, so I like to wax this, okay? And then you definitely want to buff it back and maybe even just use a paper towel, okay, when you're buffing it back. Because you want this to be slippery, so this is good to go, okay? Then we're going to get our transfers back out. And let me decide which one I want to do first. I think I'm going to work from the front to the back, meaning my sled mouse is my one closest to the front of the scene. Oh, I did this wrong. I'm going to have to paint there. Hang on. I was trying to guess where I painted, and I'm going to have to paint over that before we finish, but that's all right. So I've got this all laid down, and what you shouldn't really see much black peeking through. You should only see the gray, okay? Mostly. So we're going to use black. Oh, I forgot I had Lagoon. Oh, good. We're going to use Lagoon here. We have black. And I'm going to grab some Nominee and do the rungs of the... We got a whole bunch of things going on here. Here we go. So I'm going to do the rungs in Nominee. I always start with my shimmers if I can, if I'm going to use them, because they take longer to dry, so that will help. Okay, and then I don't have to worry about pulling it up too many times. Oh, well, I know in the fridge you can put lemon juice, but I have no idea about freezing them. I've never frozen apples before. Okay, for his little scarf, I'm going to use Lagoon. I hope it's bright enough. And you know what? Maybe I'll go around his hat in Lagoon also. And the rest, I'm going to do with black. Oh no, his little mittens. Hang on. Hold the phone. Let's get his little mittens too. Okay, now the rest we'll do in black. And I may just be able to do this all in one fell swoop without lifting it up. You're going to see my mistake with the tail here in a second, but we'll fix that. My paste was all pretty creamy, so I decided to just chalk this whole thing and then lift it once. Okay, you can see where my tail is wrong, but that's okay. We'll fix the tail before we do the other two. Okay, that's super cute. Let me just fix the tail. Now I need the white. I didn't chalk the whole tail the first time, and I was guessing where I needed to go. I guessed wrong. So we're just going to cover that up with a little bit of white chalk paste. And you'll never know. Where's my white lid? All right. So let's move on to this guy. Yeah, it's cute. He's cute. All right, I'm going to show you him. And then we're going to move back to this guy because I painted on here. All right, where's this guy? Here he is. All right, ready to go here. And then we'll do the snowman one last. All right, let me line it up. There we go. There we go. Now you want to make sure you get your air bubbles out. This one I'm going to do green scarf. We're going to give him a green scarf, brown in his cocoa. We're calling it cocoa. Oh, right in front of his... I shouldn't have done that. Well, it's too late now. His scarf is hanging on that guy's ear. Too late now. Unless I paint over it. Oh, cocoa. Okay. We're going to add a little bit of brown for the inside of the cocoa. And then we're just going to do the rest in black like we did the other one. And I'm actually going to go around this like I said I was going to last time. We'll just paint it all on our black. And this is just going to give us our details back. His little hand. A little hand around the mug. Okay, and see how it turns out. All right, now we got our little face, his little body all chalked in. And then the very last one, but I need to fix him because I messed it up, Nancy. Guys, this is real life here. So we're just going to go back over the brown. So he is in front. I actually wanted to do another coat anyway, so it sort of works out. Actually needed to brighten him up anyhow. So there you go. Happy accidents. Let's brighten him up. Okay. Now we gotta dry them. Wax them again. Hi, Corey. Oh, so you have the bee stencil. That's a cute one, though. Thanks for the sprinkles. That's awesome, Jen. I was going to say lemon juice works in the fridge, so I would assume that it would work in the freezer is what I was thinking. Okay, so we're back to, I re-waxed him because I accidentally have this one mouse in the front and I want him in the back. So he got kicked back to the back. Oh, should I have waxed right here? Well, we're about to find out. Okay, now we're going to get our details back on our snowman. Now, with the snowman, we're not going to chalk where that mouse's tail is. We're going to go around it. Now, the only thing is, I think I just need, no, I just need black. The only thing I need to do separate on this, there's two things. We're going to do the holly berries in red. And his arms obviously have to be brown, because I don't see any way around that. And then, oh, and the nose, the carrot nose we have to do. Carrot nose. And then the whole kit and caboodle is going to be black, and we'll get all our details up, okay? Here we go. I got brown on me. I think this is going to be so cute. And again, what I love about it is that you'll be able to, when the season's over, you'll be able to take it all off and put something else on it. Valentine's Day, spring. I'm already thinking of spring. It's not even winter yet. All right, and get this mouse done, and I think the whole thing will be black. And then we will be done. Now, this chalkboard is not magnetic, just so you know. This is called the Everyday Chalkboard, I think. Not magnetic, but if you use the magnetic ones, you could use the cutouts. If you're a cutout fan, you could totally use those and then just stick them on and pull them off when you want with magnets or whatever. Okay, the last little thing I was going to do, because this has snowflakes on it, is add a few little snowflakes. I have stars, but why not add a few snowflakes? You think they're cute? Thanks for the heart, you guys. This came out fun. Oh, what fun. I wasn't even trying to pun it up there. Okay, let's just get some of these put away. So the black kind of blends into the background, but when it gets onto, you know, on the mouse, it adds the details back in. It's kind of what I like to do, but if you want it something a little brighter, You could totally do a lighter color for your outline. Thank you guys for the hearts. Keyword, like I said, the keyword is fun. Type that. Make sure you're in the perks program. You can save right now through the 29th. You can enroll in the perks program. You join for $20, you get your $20 back in design dollars. You can use that product credit all month long. But from now till the 29th of October, you can save an extra 25% off all the things, even enrolling in the club. So the club, you guys, is normally $25.99 if you are a retail customer. But if you enroll this month, your club for this month will be like 19 something. Okay, this is what I'm doing here. I just did random snowflakes. Okay, so if you're not in the club and you want to be in it, you want to get those gingerbread houses, you want to enroll before the 29th. You can enroll in the club through the end of the month. You have till the end of the month. But if you want to get this month's a little cheaper, you want to do that before the 29th. Okay, I think this turned out super cute. One of the things I love about a chalkboard is I had a little bleeding right here. So once it's dry, you can take your little detail tool and just scrape that off. Okay? It makes it super easy, very forgiving. I think it's turned out super cute. Type the word fun, check your messages. Let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Isn't that so cute? I think it's cute. Have a great night. All right. Do I have any comments from my YouTube friends? Isn't this so cute, my YouTube friends? How adorable. All right. Have a great night. Oh, I do have comments. Let me see. Thank you, LouTube. Hi. Let me see who else was on here. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you so much, Dig JV Kumar. Appreciate you guys. Sorry, my camera has to be backwards when I'm on YouTube because otherwise I get a black screen when I'm live, but I thought I'd give you guys an up close view. Thanks so much for watching.